At how to build a board using Discovery Education. So the first thing you'll want to do is go to Discovery Ed and log in. Once you're logged in, we have this toolbar at the top. And to build a board, we'll just go to the Builder Tools and we'll go to the Board Builder. It's very easy to build a board. You can choose a template here, or you can just choose a blank. I'm going to choose a blank. We'll put in a title and a description. And hit continue. You can always change that information. Now we're going to save it. I'm going to save it under my content. That's only mine. This would be for your whole school, and this would be for the whole district. We'll click save. You can also add a folder within your content. And so here's my board. I've got two toolbars. I've got my edit, preview, print, save, share, assign, and I also have my editor tools. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a theme. So I've got these themes here. I think I'll choose the notebook. To get back, I'm going to use this little arrow. Now we can add some items. So I want to put a headline on there. And I can move my headline to the middle here just by grabbing on that gray bar. I can make the text bigger or smaller. I can also add a background. So there's some choices of backgrounds. I think I'll just leave that one and get out of that. Now if I ever want to edit it, I can edit it by just hitting the pencil or delete it there and resize it if I want to also. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a text box. And since I don't want to sit here and type, I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste. And then we'll come back here and paste that in. Again, I can change the font. There's some font items here that I can change. I can do change the, if it's centered. I'm going to change the background actually. I think I like that one there, but now my text doesn't fit inside that all the way, so I need to make this a little bit larger. All right. Let's see. We'll go like that. And again, if I want to edit, I can click there. I can actually make my text a little bit smaller. See if I can make that box a little bit smaller. All right, that looks like it's small as it's going to get. The next thing I might want to do is add a video. So I could search for my video, or if I've already found one and it's stored in my content, I could do it there, or I can upload one from that maybe I created. Right now I'm going to just go ahead and search. And there's some search techniques. We'll do that in another video. But I'm going to narrow my results because I really only want small video clips. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. And so all of the ones here are just video clips. So I'm going to look through there and choose one. And once I do, I'm just going to go ahead and add it and then add selected resources. And there's my video. Now I can make my board larger or smaller. I can also put an attachment. So I have another file on my desktop. I'm going to go ahead and upload that file. And this would be a file that you might be able to, well, that you would have people download. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that file. And there it is. And then people would be able to download that file. We don't need that large. Okay, so we're going to go back out here. We have text style. You can pick a headline color, which is up here. You can pick your font right there. You can pick the font color. You also have your foreground and your background here. So I'm going to just leave those the way they are. And that's all I'm going to add to my board right now. In fact, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller just so that it's the right size there. Okay, and then now I want to preview it and see what it looks like. And it'll just take a few seconds for it to go. And that's what it's going to look like. I can go back to the edit bar and edit it again. I can print this out. I can save it. I can share it. So if I click share, I can share it between other places in the school. I'm going to just say school, and then I can also assign it to students. Right now I don't have a class signed up, but I could assign it to my students if I wanted to. Right now I'm just going to click save, and it's already saved. However, I'm going to add some other items here, and there it is. It's all saved. And when I want to find it, I just go back to my board builder. Actually, I go to my content. It'll be in my content. If it goes there. There's my content, and there's my information literacy board right there. And I can open it from there and keep editing if I want.